এই মুক্তির আশা আমরা ছাড়বো না, ছাড়ি নাই। কিন্তু কি হলো, ৭৪ সালে দুর্ভিক্ষ, বাংলাদেশের দুর্ভিক্ষ, না খেতে পেরে মানুষ মরল। তখনই শুরু হলো আমার এই যাতনা। লেখাপড়া শিখে কি হলো লাভ? অর্থনীতি শিখলাম, কি লাভ হলো তাতে? মানুষকে তো মৃত্যু থেকে বাঁচাতে পারলাম না। One thing I noticed, the people are doing little things, but they don't earn enough, just a little bit of money, because somebody above him controls him or controls her, takes the money away. Loan sharking is one. Because you don't have any money, somebody lends you money and take away every benefit that you get from your work. So literally poor people became kind of slaves to people who have some money in their pocket. So one of the things I said, why do they have to go to those loan sharks? Why can't I give the money to them? So that thought came that I start giving money to people so that they can do the things on their own and keep the benefits to themselves. Doesn't have to give it away to somebody else. That's what became Grameen Bank, microcredit and all. Everybody said it won't work. It won't work. I said I'll try. Because the knowledge says, again I quote, the knowledge says it won't work. And I see, let me try it out. What's the harm trying it out? Just because they say it won't work, why should I accept it? I challenged it. I said, let me try. And I tried, and it worked. And I was very enthusiastic lending money to people from my own pocket. It's not somebody else's money, it's not government money, just my own little money that I have in my pocket. An amazing thing. People are so grateful. People are so happy to take this money and paying me back. And I started shouting at the big banks who were saying it cannot be done, it's not banking. I said, what? What I'm doing is the banking. What you are doing is not the banking. Banks are supposed to lend money to people. And you lend money to people who already have money. I said, that's wrong. You should be lending money to people who don't have money. After that, when you have done that, then you go to the people who have little money or more. You do the reverse. I said, all I'm doing, you made a mess, I'm trying to correct it. They laughed at me. I didn't care. So I kept on expanding. And finally I saw I have to create a little bank to make it happen. So I created a bank called Grameen Bank or Village Bank. And that expanded and expanded. And people ask me, how did you do that? How do you make it happen? I mean, it's like a miracle, it's like a magic. You lend money to people, they pay you back. It looks like a story. It's not real. I said, it's very real, why don't you go and find out? And they find out it's real. They cannot believe that it can happen. They say, it will very soon disappear because nobody will pay back. I said, maybe, but until then I'll continue. You can't stop me. I continue. They kept saying, what is the magic that you put into it? I said, magic is very simple. Your banking is wrong. You have taught us all the banking formulas, that's all wrong. What I'm doing is the right thing. How do I do that? I said, very simple. I looked at the bank, how they do it. Once I learned how to do it, I just do the opposite. তারা যেভাবে করে, ব্যাংক যেভাবে করে, আমি তার উল্টোটা করি। কাজ হচ্ছে। তারা ধনীর কাছে চায়, বড় লোকের কাছে, they go to the rich, I go to the poor. Very simple. They go to city, I go to remote village. Again opposite. They go to men, I go to women. Opposite. See, you hear about, আপনারা যখন গ্রামীণ ব্যাংকের কথা শুনেন, এটা নিশ্চয়ই খেয়াল করেন, এটা সব মহিলাদের ব্যাপার, আগাগোড়া মহিলা। এখনো বাংলাদেশের গ্রামীণ ব্যাংকের 1 কোটিরও বেশি তাদের ক্লায়েন্ট আছে গ্রামীণ ব্যাংকে। 97% 97% of them women. And it works magic. Change the whole society completely. And it creates a lot of problems in doing that. Everybody says it cannot be done, women cannot do anything. I defy this. So defiance of the existing knowledge became my passion, challenging them. And conventional banks want collateral. জামানত দিতে হয় ব্যাংকের কাছে গেলে, আপনার কিছু থাকলে সেটা জমা দিয়ে তারপরে ব্যাংকের থেকে টাকা নিতে পারবেন। তাহলে গরিব মানুষ জমা দেবে কোথা থেকে? তার তো কিছু নাই। তাহলে কি তার জন্য ব্যাংকিং হবে না? অবশ্যই হবে। জামানতবিহীন ব্যাংকিং হবে, collateral free banking. That's what we did. No collateral. Grameen Bank lends out billions of dollars every year. No collateral. Nobody has to give anything in writing. Earn enough, just a little bit of money, because somebody above him controls him or controls her, takes the money away. Loan sharking is one. Because you don't have any money, somebody lends you money and take away every benefit that you get from your work. So literally poor people became kind of slaves to people who have some money in their pocket. So one of the things I said, why do they have to go to those loan sharks? Why can't I give the money to them? So that thought came that I start giving money to people so that they can do the things on their own and keep the benefits to themselves. Doesn't have to give it away to somebody else. That's what became Grameen Bank, microcredit and all. Everybody said it won't work. It won't work. I said I will try. Because knowledge says, again I quote, knowledge says it won't work. And I see, let me try it out. What's the harm trying it out? Just because they say it won't work, why should I accept it? I challenged it. I said, let me try. তারা তো কেউ চাকরি করতে যায়নি, এই টাকা নিয়ে তো চাকরির সন্ধানে যায়নি, তাহলে কি হয়েছে তারা? They became entrepreneurs, businesses. Nobody believed women can run business. Particularly in Bangladesh, women are supposed to stay home, in the back side of the home, so that men cannot see you. We are a Muslim country. You are not supposed to be seen by anybody. That's where we brought money to them, billions of dollars of money, to change the family, change themselves. And everybody is against us. You are destroying the religion. We have to fight with that idea that no, this is what religion says. Dignity to people. And we are only enhancing the dignity of the people. So they became entrepreneurs. I said, if 10 million women can become entrepreneurs, business people, all human beings can become entrepreneurs. So today, I said all education system is wrong, because the education system is trying to create job seekers. If you go to school, you had a better chance to get a job. যদি তাকে লেখাপড়া করো, চাকরি পাবে। বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ে গেলে ভালো চাকরি পাবে। তা আমার প্রশ্ন হলো, চাকরিটা কি আমাদের একমাত্র লক্ষ্য দুনিয়াতে? আমরা বলছি না, মানুষের জন্ম চাকরি করার জন্য হয় নাই। চাকরি যারা নলেজ তৈরি করেছে তাদের ভুল চিন্তার ফসল। মানুষ হলো উদ্যোক্তা, মানুষ হলো ক্রিয়েটিভ। আমার ভুল শব্দটা বিষয়টা হলো ক্রিয়েটিভিটি। অল হিউম্যান বিংস আর ক্রিয়েটিভ। আজকে আপনারা নতুন অটোনমাস স্টেট করেছেন, রিজিয়ন করেছেন, আপনাদের সবাই উপদেশ দেবে চাকরি খোঁজো, তাদের জন্য চাকরির ব্যবস্থা করো, না হলে সব খেপে যাবে। আপনারা চাকরির ব্যবস্থা করবেন না। আপনারা প্রত্যেকটা তরুণকে, প্রত্যেকটা শিশুকে তাকে এন্টারপ্রেনিয়র হওয়ার জন্য প্রস্তুত করুন। এটা খুব সোজা কাজ। আমরা যখন 1 কোটি গরিব মানুষকে উদ্যোক্তা করেছি, সেটার জন্য কোনো স্কুল কলেজ করতে হয় না, শুধু টাকা দিয়েছে। টাকার গন্ধ পেলেই মানুষ এন্টারপ্রেনিয়র হয়ে যায়। মানুষের সব বুদ্ধি আছে, মানুষ বড় ক্রিয়েটিভ, বড় সৃজনশীল। That's the essence of the whole human being. Treat them as human being, not as slave, not as women, not as this. That transforms everybody. And that's the message that we want to bring, to challenge the knowledge that we have. Just one more example from our own experience. There are so many examples. In the late 90s in Bangladesh government decided to give license for setting up telephone company. At that time, telephone was only state-run facility. There's a telephone ministry, there's a telephone department which gives you a telephone and you pay them. Most of the telephone don't work, you complain, nothing happens. Only few telephones in Dhaka, few telephones in Chittagong, that's about it. All Kolkata telephone. যখন তারা 96 সালে ঘোষণা করলো তারা নতুন লাইসেন্স দেবে, প্রাইভেট কোম্পানি যদি টেলিফোন কোম্পানি করতে চায়। আমাদের মাথায় হঠাৎ এই বুদ্ধি আসলো, আমরা একটা লাইসেন্সের দরখাস্ত করি না কেন? আমরা তখন গ্রামীণ ব্যাংক। সব বলছে আপনারা টেলিফোন দিয়ে কি করবেন? আপনারা গরিব মানুষের জন্য কাজ করেন, গরিব মানুষ টেলিফোন নিয়ে কি করবে? সে তো তাকে ডাকার কেউ নেই, তার কার সঙ্গে কথা বলার জন্য আপনি তার টেলিফোন দেবেন? আমি বলছি না, তার সঙ্গে কথা বলার জন্য আমি টেলিফোন দেবো না, আমার মাথায় আরেক বুদ্ধি আছে। দরখাস্ত করলাম, সরকার একই কথা জিজ্ঞেস করলো, আপনি কেন চাচ্ছেন? আপনি তো গরিবের সঙ্গে করেন, গরিব মেয়েদের সঙ্গে করেন কাজ। গরিব মেয়ে মানুষ টেলিফোন নিয়ে কি করবে? আমি তাদের বোঝালাম, দেখেন তারা তাদের বন্ধু বান্ধবের সঙ্গে কথা বলার জন্য টেলিফোন না, তারা টেলিফোন সার্ভিস বিক্রি করবে। এটা কি ধরনের কথা? What kind of idea is that? It's a very simple idea. They will get the phone from the Grameenphone company, then start selling the telephone service in the village. Village doesn't have a telephone, so everybody will have to come to her to make a phone call, and she'll make a lot of money, and she will change her life just by accessing telephone. Are you crazy? They said. The women in telephone. She never saw a telephone in her life. Of course, she has not seen anything in her life because you never allowed her to see anything. So this is the first time she will say it. But she doesn't know anything. She's not a literate person. We have no literacy at that time in Bangladesh. People could not read and write. Women couldn't read and write at all. And that's why we want to bring telephone in the hands of the poor women. How they are going to do that? So I tried to explain to the government officials, look, this is very simple. There are only 10 numbers in the whole world. Just 10 numbers. If we can convince them, learning about these 10 numbers will bring them money. I said, I can guarantee you they will learn it in 10 minutes. Because it brings money. And literally exactly that happened. We got the license. We brought the telephone in the villages. We had the network built up to bring telephone in the village, not in the city. We didn't care for the city. We went straight to the village and went to Grameen Bank borrowers. You need a telephone? Here's the telephone. We give you the money, you buy the telephone, and start selling the service. And we called them telephone lady. They're very excited. We are telephone lady. We sell telephone service. Within 4 years, we had 500,000 telephone ladies in the whole of Bangladesh selling telephone service, and expanded all over the country. And telephone was everywhere. And women who became telephone ladies, they quickly get out of poverty because they are made so much money by just selling telephone service. So it's nothing new, simply you have to think in a different way. Telephone service is nothing new, simply we challenged. Why should it be only for the rich people, only for the business people, only for the government people, not the people at the bottom? So we have created that. Grameenphone, we call it Grameenphone. Grameenphone is the largest telephone company in the country. Still now, there are 4 companies. Grameenphone is the largest company. And that's it. So this is how we have to challenge. Unless we challenge the system will continue to produce the same problems they continue to produce now. Before I conclude, I just mentioned the mega problem that knowledge has created for us, which will destroy the whole planet. Global warming. Our knowledge is responsible for that because we created an economics which is chasing money, greed-based economy. So you don't care whether you destroy people, you destroy nature, it doesn't matter. As long as you make money, go ahead and do it. In the process, we destroy the whole planet. And global warming is the creation of the economic framework that we made. Unless we redesign the economic framework, we are not getting rid of this global warming, no matter what we do. And the same economic framework has created wealth concentration. সমস্ত সম্পদ অল্প কয়েকজন মানুষের হাতে চলে যায়। আপনি যাই করেন না কেন, যত কিছু করতে চান, সম্পদ চলে যাবে অল্প কয়েকটা মানুষের কাছে। যেহেতু আমাদের সিস্টেমটা বানিয়েছে এভাবে, এটা যেন একটা সাকিং মেশিন, নিচের থেকে সব সম্পদ নিয়ে যায়, অল্প জনের হাতে দিয়ে দেয়। আমরা যেভাবে ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল সিস্টেমটা করেছি, ফাইন্যান্সিয়াল সিস্টেমের কাজ হলো সম্পদ উপরে চালান দেওয়া। I said that we have to change. এবং এখন আসছে আরেকটা নতুন সমস্যা, আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স। আর্টিফিশিয়াল ইন্টেলিজেন্স আমি বারে বারে বলছি, সবাইকে জানাচ্ছি যে এটা এমন এক সমস্যার সৃষ্টি করবে, পৃথিবীর সব মানুষ বেকার হয়ে যাবে, আমরা গার্বেজ হয়ে যাবো, আমাদের এখানে কোনো অধিকার থাকবে না। আমি সেটা বলেছি, আমাদের এখন নতুন করে নতুন পৃথিবী করতে হবে। সেই পৃথিবীর নাম দিয়েছি আমি 3 শূন্যের পৃথিবী, 3টা শূন্য। 0 global warming, 0 wealth concentration, and 0 unemployment. And I'm very happy that young people love that idea. I said we have to have a purpose of the whole world. Today we go do business, or you do get a job and have a retirement, and that's not it. Where do we take the society? Which direction we take the society? Where is our destination? You have to define the destination where you have to go. I keep reminding everybody that if you follow the old roads, you will always end up with the old destination, which will be destroying the whole world. I said if you want to create a new world, you have to create new roads. So that's the challenge knowledge has to be. Knowledge has to undo itself and redesign so that we can create the world that we want. We design the purpose of the world, then design it from the ground up. That's the purpose. I'm very happy that আপনারা এই আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানের আয়োজন করেছেন। আমার কিছু অভিজ্ঞতা আপনাদের সঙ্গে শেয়ার করার সুযোগ হলো। আপনাদের সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ অল অফ ইউ।